Okay, I just told Guido, I said, you have to come over with me because when you're in the video with me, we get more views. When they see his little face, that's the Guido kiss. It goes like this. I kiss him. I literally kiss this boy. But I do have him groomed every 16 days, you know. I have him bathed, and I have him bathed in with an oatmeal soap with 5 drops of lavender oil in it. Everybody says I spoil it. And look at me. You know how I always get all dressed up for my videos? No, not. Didn't even comb my hair. I just said, you know what? I bet you they look like slobs too. I know you guys don't dress up every day like I do. I get up every day and I put my makeup on. I'm trying to fix this thing so I look finer. It's not easy to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. And look at this thing I have on. Look at me. But I am nice and brown. I came from the beach. Oh, you know what, guys? Look at me. Here's looking at you, kid. Okay. When I don't comb my hair, I feel sassier. All right, here it is. This is the story today. Look. There are times, and I just did a little video for my ticker talkers, a little short one. I find out I can say all the same things that I say to you in 10 minutes, not to them in 1 minute. They got short attention spans. So do you, though. I note that you guys cut me off all the time. You don't watch the whole video. I hate that. Okay, here's the deal. There are going to be things that come along in your life that are going to completely overwhelm you. There are going to be things that you go, I can't do this. I can't do it. This isn't in my lane. I don't know how to do it. It's just something that is overwhelming to me. I can't do this. Let me tell you something, Cupcake. If something falls in your lap and it's right there in your life, you're going to have to deal with it, whether you can or not. You're going to have to. And I watch people, if you let it go and you let 2 or 3 of those things build up because you didn't take care of any of them, now you got a disaster. You have to deal with it as it comes along. You're going to have to do it. You know, I had someone tell me, I put a thing on Facebook about taking charge of your life and choosing to be happy. And it was a real sweet friend of mine who just came on. He doesn't understand me at all. He really kind of attacked me because his wife had been horribly sexually abused when she was younger. And she has post-traumatic stress syndrome. And he says, stay in your own lane. You don't understand this. Let me tell you something, guys. I do understand it. I had post-traumatic stress syndrome. And it was caused from a psychotic, alcoholic father who scared the crap out of me. From the time I was 2 years old, I can remember the first time I felt fear. We were hiding in a garage, and we were hiding from him because he was violent towards my mother. So she would run out and we would hide from him. Now let me tell you, to me, my dad was a monster. We were hiding in a garage and she had reached out and closed the door from the outside so that he wouldn't think we were in there. And we were back in a corner, laying on some rags and some boxes and quivering, scared to death back there. I couldn't have been more than 2.5 or 3 years old. I was a little girl, but I remember this very well. And he actually walked in there. And when he walked in, I remember this so clearly, screaming. They couldn't shut me up. It was as if the boogeyman had come, you know, and the fear got into me. And I'm telling you, after that, they all thought I was selfish because I would run when he was around. I would run. I was so scared. So I'm not going to go into all the pure drama that happened. I mean, we slept in caves. You know, I can remember building a cave that we were going to play in. It was like like you build a hut. And later, my mom and all 4 of us kids got down in there to hide from him. And he would walk on the top of it. It was like we were in a grave. It was awful. But we had to hide places because he was so mean. Now, I only tell you that. Now, I was never sexually abused. And I want to say that because I think that is a certain kind of that is awful. I just can't even imagine what that would be like, because that one I didn't have. My mother was so protective of us. I just have so many stories I want to tell you, but I'm not going to go into all of them. But my mother was so protective. And I remember one time, my dad, I was in the bedroom, and I was probably 11 or 12. And my mother was scared to death of my dad. Let me tell you, she was scared to death of him. She never spoke. She never said anything. He cussed her. He beat her up. He did everything imaginable. He raped her when we were right there. I didn't get raped, but I did. My mother did, okay? So when people tell me I don't understand, you know what? I do understand. But I also want to say this. I think sometimes when we have been successful in something, like, we quit smoking and now we can't stand the cigarette smoke. We're horrible. Ooh, we're the worst ones, right? Sometimes I think that does happen. I have very little tolerance for people that are poor, that don't get out and work. And I think it's because I was there and I had to do something about it, and I did it. I pulled it off, I made it. I did it. And so I think sometimes that's what happens. It isn't that I am not, I don't care about you, that I don't have any compassion. I do. I have it. But I also know that you can get out of it. I know this. I know it firsthand. And so, that's why my explanation of why I'm like I am sometimes, I come off really strong because you know what? I believe that. Not only do I believe it, I did it. When you've done it, you understand it more. Yes, I did have PTSD. I had it horrible. I had panic attacks. I had anxiety so bad. I used to think if I just didn't have this, I'd be so happy. I had it so bad. So I've been there. And you know what? I gave it to God, number one. There's a scripture that says, call unto me, and I will deliver you from all of your fears. And I did that. And, in my desperation, not only did I have panic attacks in my childhood, but now when I'm 35, still dealing with it, my husband runs off and leaves me with no child support. You talk about panic. That was as easily as bad as what happened to my dad. Now, picture this. 3 kids. 15, 14, and 9. No money. No way of making money. Don't know what you're going to do. And you're left with these 3 kids. And you got panic attacks. Try to put yourself in those shoes. I'm telling you, you talk about post-traumatic stress syndrome. I was terrified. I still have dreams about it. To this day, I have dreams about it. I have dreams that I'm trying to get a job. I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't make any money. I don't have anything to eat. I can't feed my kids. I still have those dreams today, and I'm sitting on a wave. I'm riding a crest today. Let me tell you, I don't have a worry in the world, and I worked my way out. I give God the glory first, but secondly, give it to God. Give it to Him. You remember my prayer, you guys, the help me prayer? I'm in the back going, help me, at the top of my lungs. Yeah, that's my help me prayer. It worked. I mean, if you can't do it all by yourself, but you do need to do your part. A lot of people sit around and wait for God to do it all. No, He's not going to do it all for you. You have to do your part. And a goodly part of it is taking charge of your flesh, of making yourself say, you know what? I'm going to choose to be happy here. Yeah, I don't have a husband. Yeah, I got 3 kids. I don't know what I'm going to do, but doggone it, I'm going to do it. I don't know what it is, but God, I need your help. And on a daily basis, you ask for God for help. A daily basis. We all have our own journey. You will get out of it if you seek God and if you do your part. Get busy. Do everything you know to do. You should have seen me. I was selling Amway. I was going to the swap meet. I was doing everything I knew to do. And you know what? I made it. I made it. And nobody came along and helped me. I didn't go on welfare. No, I didn't. I could have. I was certainly a good candidate for it, but I didn't. And I'm so glad I didn't. I gave my kids a wonderful example of a good work ethic. And doggone, we made it. We made it. Now, I don't say that to brag about myself. I say that because I want you to understand that I've been there. I have been there, believe it or not, and I'm not there anymore. And I give God all the glory. And I have tons of little treasures of things I can show you. Get my book, Hidden Treasures in Secret Places. Read it. Apply God's word to your life. He's got over 6,000 promises in there, but you won't be able to apply them if you don't know what they are. Find them, apply them, and believe them, and walk it out. You can do this. Boy, look at me. Wow. And I told you such a little teensy-weensy bit of it. Okay, I'm going to go. And with that said, until next time, this is Velma Hagar, bidding you a blessed day and reminding you, if it's in your lap, it's your issue. Do it.